I've seen
You
some shit.
Literally.
Literally.
Why are you? Why are you? Why are you?
Laughter, which I can do sometimes. Will that like blow out your microphone or anything?
Are you trying to blow out my
No.
microphone? Well,
The
it kind of sounds like you are.
The last time I recorded anything with anyone, I was I was real bad with like, I don't know.
I can fix it in post, probably.
Okay, cool.
Do you need anything before we start? You
You
have your 3 beverages
Yeah.
and your a Halo orange. Is that what this is called?
Yeah. I guess
Hollow.
Hollow or Halo.
It reminds me of that Twilight song. Have you seen the song from Twilight? It's never mind.
No.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. We've already started.
Do you know about that app that Gwen
What app?
Stefani is doing called Hallow?
No, what is it?
Well, I mean, Gwen Stefani's like, I don't know if she's a hard right Catholic nut or if she's an evangelical nut, but she's a religious nut of some kind now.
Love that.
And some kind of like prayer app called Hollow
Oh, like hollow back girl, but hollow.
or Feeling Hollow Good.
That's so bad.
But
Boo.
the comments on Instagram are always great. The deployment of GIFs from the video for Don't Speak is
Don't speak.
gives you faith, gives you real faith.
That's hilarious. Well, we've started.
Okay.
We started like a minute
We've
ago.
only just begun.
Oh God. Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself, or do you want
No.
me? Do you want me to introduce yourself? Okay. Well, hi. I'm Edie, and I'm sitting here with Ashley Anderson. That's it. That's all you get.
Hi,
That's it.
Edie.
No, that's not right. No, I'm sitting here today with Ashley Anderson, also known as Press Start to Begin. I don't know. Is that it for your intro? You're you're a multimedia artist who is also one of my dear friends, and I'm just like a really big fan of you. And so I wanted you to come on this podcast so I could hype you up and tell everyone how cool you are.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Is it working?
I feel pretty hyped. Yeah.
Yep. Well, before we started recording this, you're welcome, audience, for not subjecting you to us eating on microphone, because we're not that kind of podcast over here.
Let the economy get a little more lax.
Yeah. And then let's go through the recession real quick. And
I'll do a full YouTube channel of my feet eating
Ew.
with like mics on them. So
How would that work? Would your feet like be crocodile style, or would it just be like on the ground, like planted, like up and down motion?
I feel like if you move your big toe like it's the lower jaw, and on each toe you could have them taking bites but also talking to each other. So you have the opportunity for like a
You're
host
kind of
and
doing like
co-host and like
a pinching motion with your
yeah,
fingers
it's like,
right
'cause
now.
that's like corresponding to the big toe. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so like
And you're gonna do this when times are real tough?
yeah.
Okay.
When the art game goes bust.
Have you thought about this a lot?
Just now.
Just now. Well, yes, we were both eating because we both realized we hadn't eaten today. Ashley came prepared. What were you eating? From where?
A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from Homegrown with some Texas Pete hot sauce.
Shout out Homegrown. Shout
bless
out
'em.
Texas Pete. I think there are only 2 rules on this podcast, which I forgot to tell you before we started, and I'm getting your reaction. Okay, so don't be an asshole, which I think you can
Fine.
deal which I think you can deal with. And 2, if we're going to shout out anyone,
Okay.
we use first name, last name to hype them up and
Okay.
give credit where credit's due.
Okay.
And we also call the podcast, not the pod, because Drew insists on calling it the pod, and I will not. We are using its full name.
Okay. Is Drew like a Ween fan? Is that why?
I don't know. I don't think so. Why?
Don't they have a song called The Pod?
I don't know.
Or an album called The Pod?
Maybe I'm not that big of a Ween fan.
Really?
You're more of a Ween fan than I am, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, I mean, you came fully prepared. When I opened my door to my house, because we're recording this at my house today, and Drew is also not here, sad face. You had so many things in your arms. And
Batman.
you had, so whenever we see each other, which I'm grateful for every time that it happens, because sometimes you'll be at like a market selling your wares and whatnot, and I'll just pop up and I'll see you, and it always brings joy to my heart, I will say. You usually, though, hand me a tiny clementine, like a cutie, if you will. And today, when you came to my house, you brought me a halo.
I think it is halo.
I mean, the sticker has a tiny orange on it that has a halo on it, and it says, "You're golden," which I needed that today, so thank you.
Yeah.
But, no, you hand me a cutie every single time I see you, and it really gets my vitamin C, so thank you.
Hey, at least you got that dose of sweetness
that's
to
it.
count on during the day.
But then also, you brought me...
Yeah.
You brought me... So, at first, I thought you brought oven-roasted turkey breast for your biscuit, because you told me you were stopping. But no, it is just a Hillshire Farm, we're not sponsored by them, turkey breast container with a really, like, good piece of chocolate cake in it, which is... You said this is the first chocolate cake you've ever made?
The very first chocolate cake I ever made while I was home for Thanksgiving. It's my late uncle's frosting recipe and my stepmom's batter recipe. And I almost screwed it up twice.
Oh.
I forgot the baking soda and the salt.
Oh.
But, I mean...
No, it's really good. I tried some of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I forgot them and then I remembered them. And then I had to divide a third of a teaspoon of each between 3 pans of batter that had already been mixed.
Yeah, I saw your story about it, and
yeah.
I was like, I was just waiting to see how it came out, and really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Nailed it. I mean, like, my mom, well, I don't want to embarrass my mom. She liked it. And my dad liked it. Everybody liked it. So.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. Do you think your mom will listen to this podcast?
When I sent her the link, absolutely. She would love you, Mom.
I love you.
Love you, Dad and Gail and all my other relatives who listen to this when I send them the link.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, we love a supportive family, and I was going to say
Yeah.
that cake is a family affair, so thank you,
Yeah.
Ashley's family, for the batter and the frosting.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We're already a few minutes into this, and I'm just having a great time. No, but you came into my house with so many things in your hand, and you brought an adequate amount of beverages. Thank you
Yes.
for that. You have a mini Nalgene, which I don't think I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I think a roommate left it when they moved out. So
It's so tiny.
But I have to be careful because I don't know if these things have like a finite lifespan, but like if this gets in the sunlight for very long at a market, then the tea tastes like a swimming pool.
Oh.
Which is probably a sign that I should just toss this thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's in there?
Unsweet tea of my own making, so it's 2 bags of Louisiana and half a tea ball of YDFM Earl Grey.
Ooh, that actually sounds really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually thought that the water bottle was that color and that water was in there. And then it's a really, like, I've literally never seen an Nalgene, but I thought, like, nowadays, like, there's a trend going around on the internet and whatnot of, like, tiny water bottles like that, and I don't understand the point.
That sounds like one of the pointless expressions of luxury.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
But my giant water bottle, which has a couple of your stickers on it, I believe. At least one. The Mega Main sticker. This is 40 ounces.
Hell yeah.
And I've been really trying recently to drink 3 of these a day.
Nice.
Even though you're only supposed to drink like 80. It depends on my height and weight. You're supposed to drink like 80 ounces of water a day or something, or 70. But that is, if I drink 3 of those, it's 120, I think.
But I feel like you're not at risk of water poisoning even at
No.
that, man.
But
Yeah.
I feel like water's just good for you, and you can't
Yeah.
go wrong. But what I do is, because I'm a crazy person,
Okay.
I fill it all the way up with ice. I have a specialty ice maker on my countertop. That's a luxury thing
Gotcha,
I
yeah.
have. But it's because my fridge doesn't make ice.
Oh.
It just doesn't. I live in a rental, and like that's the second fridge I've had since I've lived here, because the other one crapped out on me. But you know, neither of them had made ice, so I bought an ice machine. So I fill it all the way up with ice, and then a friend of mine who introduced me to, you know, those like crystallized lime packets. It's like they're called like True Lime.
Like lime the fruit?
Lime the fruit. Crystal. I'll show you some of them, but there's this thing called True Lime. Please sponsor me, True Lime. I use so much of your products.
We love you, True Lime.
They're like they look like sugar packets, but they're lime crystals. And my friend bought me a box of them, 100 of them, because he couldn't find one that was smaller than 100, because he knows I like the flavor of lime. But what I do is I get 3 lime packs, and I open them, and then I put them in there with the ice, and then I put water over them every morning.
Okay.
And then usually when I'm at work, or when I'm at the gym, I drink an entire water bottle, and then I do basically the same thing when I get to my day job of like filling it up with ice from the coffee shop next door, put 3 lime packets in, and then water. And it makes it easier to drink, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't until I worked for King of Pops that I
Yeah.
fell for the natural flavor of water, because if I didn't, I would have died a few times
Yeah.
working out there. Like, cold water tastes real good when
Yeah.
you've been cooking in a parking lot on like the outskirts of Metro Atlanta.
Yeah, don't let the umbrella fool you. It's still fucking
Brother.
hot outside.
Yeah. Did you ever have the reflex test on windy days of your umbrella taking flight, and you have to like just reach out like a martial arts badass?
100%. So for the listeners, Ashley and I both worked for the Atlanta-based company King of Pops, who, if you're not familiar, they used to sell popsicles off of ice cream carts with a rainbow umbrella attached to it. And I think I started working there like right after you stopped working there. And so one of their like brand things is that they have a giant rainbow umbrella. That's how you know there's a King of Pops, cart there. And yes, my reflexes are so good with trying to make sure that umbrella never blew away. Like, I was on the festival team for a really long time, which meant I would go to like Bonnaroo, Electric Forest, Gov Ball, Miami Ultra, Electric Daisy Carnival, and those Jonestown, all the popular festivals. Jonestown, yeah. But it was just like working for King of Pops did test my mind, body, and soul in the sense of just trying to, see how much heat I could deal with. Or honestly, sometimes cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, how long you can hold your pee in, especially if you're getting picked up by somebody.
That's true.
I remember walking around in circles in some grassy lot in like East Point, waiting on someone to come pick me up, and distracting myself from how badly I needed to pee by playing with a sequencer on my smartphone. I was like walking in circles making beats so I wouldn't like piss myself in this field. Yeah, so you vended at like all these crazy festivals.
Yeah.
And you went to Bonnaroo this year.
I did go to Bonnaroo this year. That would be, this year would be 2025.
Yeah. I'd vended the last 2 Bonnaroos, and then I didn't go this year.
You lucky son of a bitch.
I was selling artwork at Bonnaroo the last 2 summers, but then our people changed up kind of
the way they did things.
Well, they doubled the vendor price, and they said we couldn't sell anything that wasn't a gig poster, and I sell
What?
mostly shirts and stickers. It's
Yeah.
just some BS.
That is BS.
But, bullet dodged, because, like, my friends that were there, the stories that they told me, I mean, and they're just now getting paid back.
Are you serious?
Bonnaroo, well, here's the thing. Bonnaroo at first, they were funded, I guess legal disclaimer, this is what I am led to believe.
Yes.
Because we know Bonnaroo's listening.
Yeah, of course. Big Bonnaroo is listening.
Big Bon. They were going to refund 75% of the attendees.
Attendees tickets, yeah.
Yeah, but then they weren't going to refund any of the vendors any of their fees,
Yeah.
which is like anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000.
Yeah, I know King of Pops pays an exorbitant fee to vend there.
Yeah. Well, then, like a few months later, they changed their tune, and I was like, yeah, because they started getting letters
Yeah.
from lawyers. Mm-hmm. But even then, it's just now, like 6 months later, that they're finally starting to like send checks.
Like dole out the actual funds.
Yeah.
That's insane. Well, so I worked King of Pops this year for Bonnaroo, not with the Atlanta chapter, but with the Charlotte chapter. And I work with them sometimes, like if I'm not doing anything during the summer and I'm like not working on like a movie or a project or something, I'll be like, oh hell yeah, I'll go to Bonnaroo. I'm actually really mad that I didn't get to see this incredible band called Gingeroo.
Okay.
They opened for Japanese breakfast at the Tabernacle earlier this year, and they were incredible.
Okay.
And I actually passed them. I was going to the bathroom, and I passed them walking to their stage, and they were literally about to start when the rain started.
Damn.
And I passed them, and I was like, I was being such a fan person. I was like, hey, I saw you guys in Atlanta. You guys were awesome. And the only person that acknowledged my existence was the bassist, I think, because he was wearing a jumpsuit. He was like, oh, thanks, man. And I was like, yay. But then they were about to play when everything started, and it was just like insane. Also, just saying, they didn't allow us to stay in the bathrooms when it was torrentially downpouring. The only like structure that was safe, I don't know if it was safe, but they were trying to get us to stay out of the bathrooms. To be fair, there were like 100 people in there. But my whole thing was that day I was making my way back to my camp, and because I wasn't working that day, I had worked all of the hours that I was scheduled for. The hilarious part of this to me is that technically Insane Clown Posse headlined Bonnaroo 2025 because they were the only like big-ish band that got to play.
Yeah.
Hilarious to me. Also, seeing all the Juggalos out in the Bonnaroo like festival grounds was so funny to me. But where was I going? Oh, so I was 95% of my stuff got wet. The only things that did not get wet were all of my power banks, my laptop, which was in someone's car because I was supposed to do a couple meetings in between going to Bonnaroo to Electric Forest. And so I had my laptop with me. All of my electronics did not get wet. Everything else did because this was a torrential downpour. Basically, also for people who don't know what we're talking about, Bonnaroo got like flooded this year and they had to cancel everything. And so 80% of my stuff got wet. So me and another one of the vendors, not one of the vendors, but one of the people I was with for King of Pops, we took all of our stuff because all of his stuff got wet. Most of my stuff got wet. We went to a laundromat maybe like 2 miles outside of Bonnaroo Festival Grounds, and we were like drying all of our stuff when we got the text that it was canceled. And I was just sitting on top of a dryer just laughing because I was just like,
That Courage the Cowardly Dog laugh?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was just like, because that was the first year I got to hang out with some of my friends at Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Like, I actually got to go and, like, see people, which was awesome. And, like, I was excited about that aspect of it. And then it got canceled.
One of my friends that was selling posters, he lost $2,000 of product
That's insane.
to the water. There was a funny story of how this one artist that did come with this group that I usually vend with, they brought their brother as their helper, and when the rain was really starting to kind of like build up, I think the brother was asleep on this like air mattress that was in like this like backspace behind. So the vendor tents, when they're built, there is kind of an empty space
in the back, just in case.
Yeah, they kind of surround this like negative space.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's where a few people were setting up like air mattresses and stuff.
Also, if your phone's not set to silent, set it to silent. My bad.
So he was asleep, maybe on mushrooms, on this air mattress.
Oh, God.
When the rain started to build up, and at one point, who had brought him went to check on him and thought he was dead and started like yelling his name, but because he had headphones in and he was on mushrooms and probably passed out, he didn't hear him, so he's just and
just floating on the
mattress had started to float.
And I was figuring that this is where this would go.
And it was, I imagine it kind of like on the TV screens where the DVD logo is just like
like
the edges. And in my brain, I put the Donnie Darko version of Mad World over it.
Not the upbeat version, the sad version.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't know that song it's by
Tears
for Fears originally, and it's like an upbeat 80s pop song.
Yeah.
Go listen to it if you haven't heard it.
But yeah, that was maybe the funniest thing that happened the whole weekend, because the rest of it was just like
sad
and just I can't imagine how angering that must have been, because like apparently when they sent everyone back to the camps, they shut off the bathrooms, they shut off the showers. I guess so people wouldn't have to have that access to water to like fight over, I guess.
Yeah. No, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I was able to get out the next morning because they officially had just told everyone to go home, because I was able to go back to Atlanta for like 36 hours because it was close enough to home.
Yeah.
But everyone else just kind of like went to a hotel because we were going to Electric Forest the next few days. But it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I probably won't ever vend at Bonnaroo again. Just, I mean, the price is already, what's the word? Prohibitive.
I think I just made up a word, so.
That's okay. Language is fake. And so, but yeah, also just the way they treated everybody is just yeah. I mean, you kind of, some sort of phrase about like, I mean, they were showing everybody who they were.
Yeah, which is sad. That was my first experience with Bonnaroo also.
Cool.
I know, it was awful. But I did, when I was working for King of Pops back in, I want to say maybe this is like 2019, I got stuck in almost hurricane weather on Governor's Island when they did Gov Ball, which was also insane. I was listening to, I think it was like Nas, and then all of a sudden his set got cut short, and we were like, what the fuck is happening? And then there was a giant red screen behind him, and it was just like, take cover, and we were all like, what the fuck? And literally 2 minutes later, hurricane level, like, weather system came through, and I was up to my knees in water on Governor's Island. It was insane. And we all, it's probably not the smartest thing, but we all the King of Pops people, I think there were like 7 or 8 of us at that point, we all huddled in the back of the box truck because there was nothing we could do, but we were right almost beside, I don't know if it was I want to say it was the Hudson River, probably not, but we were right next to a river.
Oh,
so we were like, probably not the best, because it was like rocking, but, you know, I have experience with inclement weather selling popsicles is what I'm trying to say, but we were all, right after Bonnaroo, we were all kind of like, our souls had been, let's just say my personal soul felt like a crumpled up wet paper towel, just like slopped on the bathroom floor. It's a very visual thing, but none of us wanted to go to Electric Forest.
No.
And we were just like, ugh, because it was also supposed to rain a bit that weekend, which it did. But so we ended up actually staying in an Airbnb for like 4 or 5 days until I think like the first day of the festival we were able to keep that Airbnb, but then the rest of the days we had to camp, which was fine. But it was also colder than we thought it was going to be.
At Electric Forest?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's in Michigan.
Ugh.
Yeah.
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 So wait, when you were at Bonnaroo, were you in vendor camping?
Yeah. The back lot.
How about them bathrooms, Edie?
They're...
You got any horror stories like I
No,
got
I
horror
don't.
stories?
You told me about... Okay, you actually warned me about the bathrooms at Bonnaroo, because I think I messaged you and I was like, hey, should I know anything? And I've had...
Keep your head on a swivel and your nostrils open.
I didn't have a bad experience, but I also have I have experience with doing camping festivals, but not Bonnaroo. I don't think I ever will, but we'll see.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some shit.
Literally. I know.
I remember after the first time I did Bonnaroo, so I've never gone camping. I'm not interested.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I do not care for it. Beds are here to stay.
Yep.
But like, so the 2 times I went, I slept in my friend Brittany's car, which I mean, as long as like it's like a chair or something, I can sleep just about anywhere, which I guess doesn't count as just about anywhere. But
as long as I am sitting, I can.
It's not on the hard ass ground.
Well, that's what you get an air mattress for.
Nah, but like, so after that first time at Bonnaroo, we had established a tradition those first 2 times at Bonnaroo of going to the Zaxby's, which is just
outside.
Right, as just as soon as you return to like civilization.
Yep.
And I remember that first trip to Bonnaroo when we were at the Zaxby's. I was in that bathroom washing my hands before we like had lunch, and my friend Tyler, who had been vending with us, walked in just as I was getting done washing my hands, and I just turned to him and I was like, "Fuck camping." Cause just being in the Zaxby's
camping?
bathroom was just like confirms like this is
hell.
Yeah. No, well, like Zaxby's is like this is like no like fuck
no
camping.
more.
Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Like definitively, like no thank you. But
so it's okay. I will never ask you to go camping with me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a good friend.
If there's a vehicle I can sleep in, then fine. I like the woods in concept, but I just don't like
being there
or being vulnerable to like animal attacks. Like,
that's fair. Like the Wooks.
God, I got the Wook flu after my first Bonnaroo.
Yep.
But
it's like con crud, but worse.
It is horrendous. I mean that, and I had Athfest the weekend following, so I was like, I was drinking green tea with honey and lemon like every hour on the hour, and it was like boiling hot every time I drank it. I was just burning that shit out of my system. I was just like spoonfuls of like Laogan Ma and just chili flake everything,
just
like
trying to burn
rubbing
it out.
sriracha in my eyes, just like trying to kill whatever was inside of me.
Of course, yeah.
couldn't do it.
So now that we've gotten all of the King of Pops talk out of
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah.
one of my like things I like asking people on this podcast, because I've done so many, is what was like the first creative thing you did? I know a lot of people say drawing, but that doesn't necessarily have to be.
Well, okay, that's a fun little bit of lore.
And that's why we're here. We're here for lore.
I guess the first, I feel like it's probably the first legitimate creative thing I ever did. When I was 18 months old, I drew a stick man with fingers and toes on my bedroom closet door.
Oh.
And my mom, childhood.
18 months old. That's like a year and a half.
Yeah. So, like, people who know, like, childhood cognition, yada, 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 correct me if I'm wrong, but my mom talked to my pediatrician at the time, and she's like, Dr. Bedingfield, like...
Shout out.
Shout out Dr. Bedingfield. He's still alive.
Wow.
Still seeing folks.
Wow.
But, yeah, she was like, Dr. Bedingfield actually drew this stick figure on his door. Is that normal for his age? And he was like, absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
So, and that, I guess that door's still there. It's in some house in Worthing, Georgia.
Oh.
I'd have to probably go x-ray it now to get through all the paint.
Yeah.
But I was
Do you have a picture of this?
No. I wish I did.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
I would print that shit on a shirt and wear it every day.
I would also love to see a sticker of that.
Yeah.
I would put it on my water bottle.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the first creative thing I did was I drew
That's insane.
A stick figure when I was
a year and a half
old.
Barely walking. Insane. And you were like, I know I'm going to be an artist because so that was like the first thing.
Fingers and toes.
That's insane. Yeah.
Fingers and toes.
Stick figure with fingers and
fingers and toes.
How many? Like 10?
I don't know
10
about
each?
that.
Okay. I was going to say that's also numbers.
Yeah.
Smart.
And the toes were eating food and recording a podcast.
Ew.
So.
I just don't like that visual of the big toes and the
that's like 1983 when I was predicting podcasting.
Wow, you're really ahead of the curve.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, America. You're welcome. So you are I was going to ask you, like, what was your journey? Like, did you always think you were going to be an artist?
I didn't really think about it until college.
You were just a carefree child?
I drew all the time, but it's just because that's what I wanted to do.
That's fair.
And also going back to supportive family.
Yeah.
I had parents who absolutely did not discourage me.
Yeah,
I've met so many people who have been like, I used to draw, but then I stopped or my parents told me to stop. And I'm like, that's fucking awful.
Yeah, and like, I'm gonna ask, did your parents... My parents never asked me to be anything other than happy.
Yeah, that's pretty much,
They were always like, do whatever you want, we just want you to be happy. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, when it came time to start doing sports...
Yeah.
I remember my dad saying, if you don't want to do sports, you don't have to.
Aw. And remind me where you grew up.
Sandersville,
Georgia?
Middle Georgia. So we're in Atlanta right now, so it's about 2 hours southeast.
Okay. Where, like, if Macon is the biggest city, where is it in relativity to Macon?
I think Macon's to the west of us. The nearest city that I know of is Milledgeville.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we were, after Sherman captured Milledgeville, we were the next city to get its ass handed to it by the Union Army.
Love that.
So they burned our courthouse down.
Sure.
They put a sniper in the clock tower, and he was like, if you put up a fight, we're going to burn your shit down. And so he did.
Well, he told him.
Yeah, he did.
Man love to burn things. Anyway.
Shout out William Tecumseh Sherman.
No, not that shout out. Not that kind of shout out. So your parents never asked you to be anything other than what you were, which I feel like definitely helps shape your brain.
Yeah.
Of being supportive and whatnot.
And being just self-confident without being arrogant. You know? Yeah.
I know a lot of people that are confident, but also kind of assholes.
Yeah. I think also a big thing too, which I feel like I notice. Mm-hmm. I noticed like the opposite of it with maybe some family members from my generation, but certainly like other people in my age group is like, also like I was never, like my dad was never the kind to be like, stop crying, you know, mm-hmm. or my mom, Like, they're like, if you're
I
sad.
love how you specifically said about your dad. My dad wasn't like that, but my mom.
No, Mom wasn't like that either. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just like,
Yeah.
like
You were allowed to feel feelings?
yeah, like I remember crying at my elementary school graduation because I was so mad. Or I wasn't mad. I was sad that I wouldn't be able to have Miss Pittman for PE anymore.
Shout out Miss Pittman.
Yeah, shout out to Virginia Pittman. We had lunch with her when I was home for Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. But
Sorry, that's actually really, really cool.
yeah. But I remember crying, and I remember my
You
dad saying,
remember.
"You can cry,"
That's really great.
which is about to make me start crying right now.
I will not. Many people have cried on this podcast, so you're good.
Okay. I won't cry.
I will not cry right now.
Man, oh man.
Ashley's beating his chest right now. Matthew McConaughey, Wolf of Wall Street style.
Supportive shout out to all the people who actually do that in their private moments. Like, you don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that, but shout out.
Yeah.
Yikes. So you remember you were allowed to feel feelings. We love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was your journey? Like, so you grew up Sandersville.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that?
Slash
correct?
Tennel. Sorry, I didn't say.
Yeah, it's fine. I was listening. I promise.
No,
We
no,
can
no.
Play
didn't
the
mention
tape
Tennel.
back.
I didn't
No. I've seen shit literally. But so you grew up there. What was like the impetus, I guess is the right word,
Ooh, for me drawing?
for you drawing, like, and making that the thing?
Welcome to the lore corner, Edie.
This is why I asked you to be here.
I was hoping you would ask this. Yeah, so...
Tell me about the lore.
Okay, so I very energetic child.
Yes, me
Behaved,
too.
but like just like, had a lot of energy.
I didn't, yeah.
And so when we would go out to eat, I would do one of two things usually. One I remember, the other I don't.
Okay.
The one that my parents told me was that my dad would take me out in the parking lot and let me run around in circles.
Great.
Because I was super into that,
You just really love circles.
I was into Sonic before Sonic even was thought of. But then the thing I remember doing is going under the table at the restaurant and acting like I was in like a fish tank, like swimming around.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember if this is... I don't know if this is necessarily... I feel like it probably is.
Sure.
Okay, sorry, I'm not making complete sentences.
That's okay.
When I was little, one of the movies I remember my mom recording off of television, and her and my sister watching like all the time.
I was actually one of the questions I was gonna ask was if you're an only child.
Oh no, I got a sister.
Okay.
7 years older. Shout out, Krista Joy Anderson Brown.
Shout out.
But one of the movies they would watch
Yeah.
a lot was it's called Where the Boys Are.
I don't think I've heard of it.
It hasn't aged well.
Oh no.
It's about a bunch of like northeastern or New England like college girls who go to, is it Daytona?
Oh God.
Some beach in Florida for spring break.
Sure.
So it's like a early '60s spring break movie where like all these look this shit up. All these women like go to the beach
Where the boys are?
to like find love. Yeah, Connie Francis I think sang the theme, and she was one of the girls in the movie.
Sure.
Paula Prentice, shout out Paula Prentice, What's New Pussycat, and also a young Warren Beatty,
Oh yeah, I'm like looking at this.
who I'm sure was running wild.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And Frank Gorshin, aka the Riddler from Batman,
Yeah.
because the part that me swimming in the fish.
Yes.
So there's a part where Frank Gorshin falls into this like water tank at some bar that has like finger quotes mermaids like performing for the audience.
Yeah.
And he's doing these crazy faces while he's like in the water because
Yeah.
he's also like super nearsighted and he loses his glasses. So I think I was like just kind of recreating that scene under the table at a restaurant. A 5-year-old. A 5-year-old who'd seen Where the Boys Are
Yes.
and remembered it well enough to recreate sort of the climax of the whole movie.
I'm like I looked it up on my laptop because my laptop is always on the table. Yeah, no, this is so the little tagline is four very different college girls drive to Fort Lauderdale, Florida for
Fort
spring break and seek out various adventures and romance for themselves.
Yeah.
At what age did you see this?
I mean,
You said 5 years old.
At the very least 5 years old.
Wow.
Because going back to the things I would do.
Yeah, the creative things.
So one night, I guess maybe it was raining, and so I couldn't go outside and run
Run
in
around
circles.
in your circles, yes.
And I guess like my parents were like, okay, we're sick of you doing this whole like where the boys are, like fish tank bit, like stay in your seat. And so I guess my dad challenged me to a drawing contest on the paper placemats.
Oh wow.
Shout out Herb's Fish Place
Shout out Herbs.
in Oconee, Georgia.
Sure.
Which has been in operation since before I was born.
Oh wow.
And they're only open Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
It's a seafood place in Middle Georgia that gets fresh seafood, and it is
That's wild.
they're legendary.
Yeah.
So if you're ever in Oconee,
Okay.
Herb's Fish Place.
Herb's Fish Place.
It looks like
Shout out.
it is literally a house that was built into a restaurant.
I love that. I love houses that are built into restaurants.
Yeah.
I've only been there's one in Noonan, I think,
Mm-hmm.
that I went to like when I was filming something down there. Don't remember what it was called, but the vibes. I love the vibes
Yeah.
of houses that have been built
Yeah, I
into
mean, 'cause
restaurants.
if you're willing to just like sort of, I mean, in the best way possible, parasitize a pre-existing structure so you can have a restaurant, that food is gonna be good most of the time.
Oh, 100%.
Just because you are literally in the like you are in it to win it. You don't give a damn about building a new building. It's like, oh, is that free? Okay, fine.
Cool, let's go.
We'll fit the fryer in the bathroom if we got to.
I don't care.
Yeah. But so
He's challenged you to a drawing contest.
yeah, and my parents said they said that I locked in.
Yeah.
Like they said that I got really quiet, I was focused, and I was decent at it. And so that was around 5 years old. I started carrying a sketch pad, and that's been 38 years of carrying a sketch pad.
Wow. I know. Every time I see you, you have your sketch pad, and you brought yours today, which I
Yep.
I really want to look through in a minute to see what else you've been up to.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where that started.
That's where it started.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so you've always been artistic, seemingly.
Mm-hmm.
After that story, you remind me what college you went to.
Georgia Southern.
You went to Georgia Southern.
Go Eagles.
Go. Shout out Eagles.
Shout out Eagles.
Shout out Eagles. Were there any like teachers that you should see the look on Ashley's face straight out? Yeah. Were there any teachers specifically that like helped to nurture your technique or your artistry while you were there?
Oh yeah, for listeners, I made my oh hell yeah face.
Yeah, you did. I didn't want to project that on you, but it was definitely an oh hell yeah face.
So I had Bruce Little for
Shout out
drawing
Bruce
one.
Little.
Shout out Bruce Little. I need to find. I think I've. So okay, I tried.
Send him this link.
Well, I tried to find his mailing. I tried emailing other professors to get a hold of him because I haven't seen him in like probably 10 or 15 years.
Sure.
And but I ended up doing that thing where I like looked up his name in Savannah and the word address and just like found a list of Bruce Littles that live in and around Savannah. I'm like, and sometimes you can see the age on these. I don't know what these websites are called, but I was just like, that. I think Bruce is probably in his 70s. That's got to be him. So that reminds me, I need to send him a postcard if it is him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, someone's just gonna nice little postcard.
Yay.
But Bruce Little, because drawing one after our first drafting project, we did single point perspective in the art building. After we had our first like class critique, I remember he walked along the wall and he was like, he just pointed at different drawings, went A, B, C, D, F, and this one is shit.
And
I
it was
like,
yours?
And no, I was an A, but I was like, I'm never going to be that person.
No.
So he kind of put the fear into me. And but then in like other classes I had with him, if you came to him with a technical problem, he would help you figure out the technical problem, but he'd also send you away with like a list of books to read that related to the ideas in your work. So he was kind of like the balance of technical like competence and ability, but also like ideas. He's like, it doesn't matter if you make something that's pretty, like if you really want to do something, you have to be thinking about something when you make
Yeah.
it. So, I mean, he would rattle off the books he was reading. Like, he was one of those that he'd be reading 5 books at the same time.
Yeah, I love people
of like,
like
different topics.
Yeah.
But also, like, he never would bullshit you. So if he thought you weren't performing to your highest ability,
He would let
he'd
you
be
know.
like, stop fucking around and like do this, you know. I remember one day I finished a drawing and drawing 2 like a few days early, and he was like, okay, I'm not going to let you leave class early. He's like, here's the keys to my office. Go in there and pick out like 5 or 6 art books off my shelf, and then come back here and just look at the rest of the class.
Okay.
And so he was just about like, you know, feed your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Little was great. Julie McGuire was my art history professor. Shout out Julie. I just sent her a Laurie Anderson sticker that I designed like 3 years ago and took forever to like draw on the envelope that I was mailing to her. But shout out Laurie Anderson.
Shout out.
Language is a virus. So she was my art history professor. And I mean, she just made it very interesting and engaging and really gave me like a way into that. And then Pat Walker, who has been gone for 10 years.
Wow.
Shout out Pat.
Hi, Pat. Shout out, Pat.
Yeah. She was my painting professor.
You're a very talented painter. Yeah. Oh God. Oh God.
No, she was great.
Yeah.
She was really, but see, she was all about like, if you're painting,
Yeah.
color is what you are like primarily concerning yourself with. So she was always about like the interactions of color, knowing how to mix things properly, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, Pat's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Who else? I mean, I had Pat for all my painting classes except for one, which I had with Greg Carter, who is also an incredible painter. But he definitely like pushed me on like alternative processes, and also definitely encouraged a more conceptual bent with the approach to painting, which was a nice kind of like counterpoint to what Pat was about.
It's always good to get both sides.
Yeah. And I remember he taught me about there's a way of it's an image transfer process where you take a Xerox print and you coat it with gum arabic, and then I think the gum arabic sticks to the paper, but it doesn't stick to the toner in the print. And then you can take oil paint and ink up a brayer with oil paint, and then you can ink the Xerox up with oil paint, and the toner will stick. The oil paint will stick to the toner, and then you can print from a Xerox.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to visualize it.
Yeah. So
Figure
I
out
mean,
what you're talking about.
because I had Greg for printmaking 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So but yeah, he was also a painter. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, but I really did luck out with all the professors I had at Southern. I mean, just a great
bevy of
folks.
characters.
And just such a multifaceted overall perspective on like what goes into making something that's worth looking at
Yeah.
and thinking about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go to Southern.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out Eagles.
Shout out Statesboro.
So what brought you to Atlanta? Oh God. Why are you laughing? We don't have to talk about
Man,
it.
welcome back to the lore corner, everybody.
This is the whole point of
yeah.
this. Are you about to pull out your business cards
no,
from your
I'm just
pocket?
like fidgeting with my business cards. So I after I graduated college, I taught at a charter school for a year.
Did you?
I taught middle school and high school art.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I not know that? Sorry, it's language.
no.
You can also curse on this podcast, but I know your parents will be listening to this.
I mean,
so.
I cuss around them. They know.
I cuss a little bit.
I don't give a darn. But
You brought Atlanta.
I graduated. I taught at the charter school. I taught
Yeah.
middle school and high school art.
That's wild.
I quit after the
Yeah.
third 9 weeks because I was tired of being in Statesboro, And so I moved to Savannah with no job lined up and lived in a house that my aunt and uncle owned in Port Wentworth. And did a lot of growing up and learning in that house. And in Savannah. I moved to Savannah because I thought there'd be an art scene. Because SCAD's there.
SCAD, yeah.
And I learned that what art scene there is that is stemming from the student population of SCAD when I was there. It might be different now. But when I was, whatever art scenes were going on when I was there, if they were contingent on the presence of the students, then that meant by nature that they were transient and did not last.
Yeah.
If they even happened at all. So, I mean, I like gallery sat at this one gallery. I can't remember what gallery it was. It was in the Starland District.
Shout out.
Starland District. And I mean, I saw a lot of really awful art shows. I remember this one sequential art major had this show that was all like gore porn manga that she had drawn. And one of the...
Sorry, I was drinking something when you said...
Yeah, man, flashback to that. Having to sit at the gallery with that stuff. And I mean, I would look at the drawings and be like, okay, well, like, she's very proficient with, like, a micron and, you know, like... But also, like, these people are being eviscerated while they're, like, fucking. And, like... And there's a big... I mean, like, comically big black dildo. Just, like...
Also,
on
audience,
plinth.
Listeners, Ashley is... Don't do that.
Probably from the elbow
to the tip of the finger, which is like a foot and a half, I would say.
Probably, yeah.
Trying to demonstrate the size of this monster,
It was
I will
off-putting.
say.
It
Yeah,
was
no
off-putting.
shit.
I mean, the whole show. That was one show. I don't know. Yeah. 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 I'm sorry. I'm getting lost in the sauce now.
That's okay. Savannah?
Yeah, I moved to Savannah and worked a bunch of different crazy jobs. I worked on a gambling boat.
I was gonna say, what was your favorite of your odd jobs?
When I worked as a parking officer for SCAD, because I was ticketing and towing rich kids all day.
Fair.
That ruled.
Fair.
Actually, okay, you're a Paul Rudd fan. You'll get
I am
this.
a huge Paul Rudd fan,
All
yes.
the Paul Rudd fans. Okay, Wet Hot American Summer reference incoming.
Uh-oh.
This one kid was parking his BMW convertible in a handicap space in front of the architecture building, and I towed it and ticketed it, and then the next day he was back in that spot, and I was getting ready to tow and ticket it again.
Yeah, of
And
course.
the professor was passing by. I was like, "Are you about to snatch that kid's car again?" I was like, "Absolutely." And they were like, "Here, let me send him out here." And so they sent him out, and he literally did the Paul Rudd, Janine Garofalo
Oh
in
my
the
God.
cafeteria, like, like that kind of listless, like, pouty kind of
Yeah.
like thing. He did that, like, crawling into his BMW
but-
convertible, and I was like, "Listen, kid, every time you park this here, I will be here every time,
I will find you.
and your car will be gone every time."
Yup.
So I just like, yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
But also, that's a good odd job.
I got paid to wage class warfare.
Yeah, it's great. I love that.
Yeah, I worked as a parking officer. I worked at an antique shop for a little while, deckhand on a gambling boat. Worked at a sign shop for a week and a half. And then I worked at, is Fresh Market like poor man's Whole Foods?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I worked at Fresh Market for a little bit. Worst time of my life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Absolute worst time of my life. I'm so glad I didn't stay in Savannah. So a friend of mine from college got me a job at a frame shop here in Atlanta, so I moved up here in 2007.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been here ever since, right?
18 years.
Wait, you said 2006?
2007.
We moved here when I was in 2004.
Okay.
So I'm only a few years ahead of you.
I'm so impressed, Edie. Oh, your time in Atlanta is old enough to drink now.
Shut up. It is 2004. Yeah, 21. Wow.
Where did you move here from?
Portland, Maine. Have you ever been?
No. But I love Slater Kenny.
Yeah, basically. No, I love Portland. We moved here because my dad got a job at CNN, I believe, which was
Oh.
short-lived, but then he's...
Communist News Network.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because communism is dead. No, that's not the reason. But yeah, and then we moved here, and we've been here ever since. But this isn't about me. This is about you.
So,
So.
but yeah, that's how I got here.
Oh. I assume you like Atlanta. You've been here
Out
long
of all
enough.
the places in Georgia that I could or would live, I mean, Atlanta's about the only like, if you're a creative person
Yeah.
who is not connected to money.
Yeah.
He said very like subtextually at the Atlanta art scene.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on that one too, but
that's
you
the
know.
other podcast.
Yeah, that's my other podcast of being poor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
poor dervs.
Poor dervs. Ooh, we should start that podcast.
There you go. But yeah, like if you're gonna try to make your living off of any kind of creative stuff, Atlanta's about it.
I've said that a lot of people from different art mediums have said that I've interviewed or I'm just friends with, like writers, like visual artists, even. I mean, film is a little bit dead right now, but it's we don't have to talk about that because I might start crying.
No,
but
yeah.
Atlanta's a great place to try and thrive creatively.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, I will say, and this is probably an unpopular opinion because I mean, Atlanta does have a lot of boosters.
Yeah.
But like, we are not New York, we are not Los
No, we're
Angeles,
not.
we are not Chicago, nor will we ever be. We are far behind those cities.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I go to New York to look at art. I can't get my eyeballs on here. Like, and that's been very important. Like going up there and like looking at stuff,
Yeah.
old and new, has had such a dramatic effect on
I
what
know.
I do. And it wouldn't happen if I just like put the
Stay
blinders on and pretended that this is the end all be all of American cities.
Yeah.
So, because it's not.
I do love it here, and I don't think I don't right now in my life where I'm at. I don't want to live anywhere else, but I do not put the blinders on. And like whenever I do make it up to New York, which hopefully in a few months I will, I can't wait to go back to the Whitney. Like the Whitney was my mom's favorite museum.
Well, let's make some
Whoa.
possible plans because
Yeah.
next October,
Which is a little bit less than a year from now.
yeah, the Whitney is going to be hosting a retrospective of Roy Lichtenstein's
Are you serious?
paintings. Yes, I've been waiting for 2-ish years for this to come around. Like they announced it on their website in 2023, I think, and I
Oh,
was
wow.
like, "Fuck yeah, buddy!
Okay.
I love Roy Lichtenstein."
Finally coming 2026.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Let's make some plans. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
'Cause-
I'd be happy to go because I know I'm going to LA in October of next year to go see My Chemical Romance. Crazy, I know. At the Hollywood Bowl on Halloween.
Are you going like once for every fingertip that you have?
Yeah, I mean we've got 4 so far this year. It's probably gonna be
You
like
should get the dates tattooed like
Like,
on the length of each finger.
No, I should get it in the inside so I don't get
Ooh.
weirded out. Even though I used to have a tattoo right here on my middle or my right ring finger. It was a heart. Me and my very good friend Iris Ray both got these tattoos. They got that on the outside knuckle of that finger, but then I got mine on my inside. And this is also the friend that I've seen My Chemical Romance with twice this
Oh,
year.
okay. So-
We've been friends forever.
There you go.
What would you say is your favorite? I don't know. What's one? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like what's your favorite? One of your favorite things about Atlanta. I know I keep bringing it back to Atlanta,
Oh.
but
So okay, when I was growing up in Sandersville, we had a movie theater. That was a one-screen movie theater called The Pastime, and I think the last movie I saw there, and I think the only movie I remember ever seeing there, was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. When I was in
Okay.
2nd grade, because I
Wow.
remember had my friend Daniel Davis over for a sleepover.
shout out Daniel Davis.
Yeah, and my mom took us to the Pastime to see that. And Mom says that the part where they're in the catacombs with all the rats in
Yeah.
the water,
That's crazy.
there were huge gaping holes in the ceiling at the Pastime. And Mom always talks about how like paranoid she was that like if a rat had fallen out of that ceiling on me, it would have ended.
On you or on her?
On her, yes.
Oh, okay.
But incidentally, I am wearing my Pastime Chainsaw Massacre shirt.
That's awesome.
Did I tell you about this?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You want to show me the shirt also because you're wearing a flannel over it.
Yeah.
So, oh, I've seen this, but you haven't
Yeah.
told me the story of it. So, listeners, okay, that's hilarious. Okay, no, I want to read everything on this
Okay.
shirt. So,
Is it here or
this
here
is
or here?
other side. So, for the listeners, Ashley is wearing a white shirt with red lettering that says "The Pastime Chainsaw Massacre," and it's. I mean, okay. And then, for them, an idyllic April evening at the movies became a nightmare. The events of that night were to lead to one of the most legendary pranks in the annal of Sandersville history. And then, what was the date on the bottom?
April 24th, 1981.
Sandersville, Georgia.
Yeah.
And it's hand drawn by you, right?
Yeah.
Like screen printed?
Yeah.
On there? Okay.
So it's Leatherface
Yeah.
holding a chainsaw over his head, emerging from behind the facade of the Pastime Theater. So
And then the Pastime Chainsaw Massacre. The pastime is on the wheel of the what's
The
that
blade,
called? The
I
blade
guess.
of the chainsaw. The wheel of the chainsaw. What
I
am
don't know
I
what
like?
that part's called. It's like, I mean, it's the part that the chain runs around, so maybe it's like the,
Hold on, I'm
frame.
looking it up.
It's not the housing, because the blade's on the outside. But,
Chain is on. Oh, no AI. No fucking AI. Get the fuck out of here. So it's called the guide bar.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
While a drive sprocket connected to the engine engages the chain's drive links to make it move around the bar.
There you go.
Great.
So, so there were some high school kids, probably like 17 years old at the time.
Sure.
And the pastime was showing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For our younger viewers, there was a time where if you wanted to see a movie, it had to be showing in a theater or be on TV because you couldn't even rent a videotape.
Yep.
And
That's why so many people saw Star Wars when it first came out. My mom saw it 7 or 8 times.
Holy shit.
New Hope, yeah. She didn't even like movies like that, but she saw
Just
it
kind
8
of
times.
building up the memory. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Sorry, that was an
makes sense.
example.
Yeah, but so so the pastime was showing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which had been out for 7 years at that point,
Oh, well.
and so these kids were talking about how the pastime was showing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they said, wouldn't it be funny if you took like a little motor into the theater and like just turned it on at just the right moment to scare everybody? And what that turned into
Oh,
was
no.
one of the kids going back home to the farm that they lived at, grabbing 2 chainsaws,
No.
removing the chains, and then 2 friends going into the theater, or no, they went and watched the movie to figure out which part they were going to do this whole thing at.
my God.
Then they left and got the chainsaws, took the chains off, came back to the theater for the evening screening. 2 guys went into the theater. One of them was going to open the exits right beside the screen, and that person chickened out, and then the other person that was in the theater ended up going to that exit, acting like they were going to smoke. They opened the door. The 2 guys with the chainsaws came in, and I learned while I was home that they were going to just come in one exit and go out the other. But that other exit was chained shut, so they had to turn around and walk back to the exit they came in through. But then one of the people who apparently, I'm getting the more I hear about their
Yeah.
personalities, one of them, who apparently is a wild ass human being, decided to go into walk into the theater towards the crowd. The place exploded.
Yeah, no shit.
People were running across the tops of seats, abandoning their girlfriends, their pregnant wives. There was a balcony in the theater at that time, and because people weren't getting down the steps fast enough, some people were jumping off the balcony onto the ground floor to get out.
That's insane.
All because, yeah. So
Of some silly teenagers.
So then the teenagers go back out into the alley through the exit they came in from, and then they got in 2 cars, a grandma car and a hot rod car. The chainsaw people got in the grandma car because they reasoned that the cops would take off after the hot rod, which they did.
Yeah.
So the chainsaw people got away, and they would have gotten away with it completely if, after providing their alibi to the cops, when they got home, their mom was like, "Sheriff was here asking about if you had anything to do with the thing at the pastime on Friday. Did you have anything to do with that?" And they're like, "Yes, ma'am." She was like, "Turn around. Turn yourself in."
Damn.
So, yeah. So that was the pastime Chainsaw Massacre. So,
How many shirts are there of that?
oh, there's tons.
Okay,
I've sold
I
a
was
bunch
gonna-
back home.
I was gonna say, like, is that a one of one shirt?
Oh no.
That's
We actually
hilarious.
found the people that were involved in the prank and got them. One of them has been passed away, but his son got a shirt.
Oh, good.
And I'm not going to name names.
No,
but
we don't need to.
when I was home for Thanksgiving, shout out unnamed person I spoke to.
Shout out anonymous source.
I actually got to talk to the person who had the idea in the first place. And I sold him a couple of shirts.
That's
so,
great.
But-
Did he like the shirt?
Oh, he thought
He
it was
thought it was
so
great.
funny.
Good.
He was like, "Why did you make this?" I was like, "Well, I love the story,
Oh, it's a great story.
and I also love the Texas Chainsaw. It's like one of my favorite movies."
Wait, so question. We're not naming names. How old is this person now?
All these folks are like in their 50s or 60s.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because
Yeah.
I can't do math that well,
Oh,
so
no.
I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But so we had a one-screen movie theater when I
Yeah.
was in Sandersville,
Mm-hmm.
and it closed when I was in second grade. So when I was growing up, going to the movies, you had to drive to Milledgeville or Dublin, so like
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes to go see. And this was like the I can't remember what those cinemas were called. Carmike Cinemas, and 6 screens.
Yeah.
Not a great selection.
No.
Like you might see Alien 3, you might see Road Trip. You certainly weren't seeing like
The good one.
Any-
The things that were out and
yeah,
popular
Kubrick
then.
wasn't really around.
No.
But so I had kind of a complex about going to the movies and like having that access.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite, to bring it back around.
To bring it back to, I asked Ashley what one of his favorite things about Atlanta is.
the opportunity to go see so many movies.
Yeah.
Like, shout out Plaza Atlanta.
I was going to say shout out Plaza Atlanta.
Shout
Shout
out
out the
Terra.
Terra.
Shout out Emory Cinematheque. Free film series that happens
Really?
every semester around a certain theme. So this semester was movies from 1975.
Oh, really?
So I got to see Grey Gardens for the first time.
You did tell me about seeing Grey Gardens for the first time.
Yeah.
I have never seen Grey Gardens.
Yeah.
And even though
It's a trip.
Edie, I know.
Oh yeah.
I know. Everyone's, when I tell them my name, they're like, oh yeah, like Grey Gardens. I'm like, probably. I don't know.
You should watch it
I
and
know.
get a bestie to be, one of you be Big Edie and one of you be Little Edie.
Can I be Little Edie? Because I'm so little.
I
You think I'm Big Edie?
Well, no, I don't think you're Big Edie, but I think with your longer hair,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
could style yourself into Big Edie and really just go completely
for it.
nuts.
Okay, well, I will watch Grey Gardens and I will report back to
Yeah.
you.
Emory Cinematheque, Terra Plaza, but even Landmark Midtown Art Cinema.
Yeah.
Like I've just seen so many movies that I couldn't see when they first came out.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's also like I've done stuff for the Plaza. I've done stuff
You
for
have.
the Terra, like poster designs and stuff.
Yeah.
They're very supportive, very receptive.
Yes.
Um,
Well, Chris Escobar, who owns the Plaza and the Terra, he's very supportive of the arts in general. And I don't know him personally, but I have a lot of like mutual friends with him. It'd be really cool if he came on this podcast. But he has just always been so, like, supportive and wanting to see people succeed in the Atlanta art scene.
Yeah.
And so it's nice that even all the stories I hear about him helping other people out, like, that they're backed up by people I know even more personally being like, we want this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, all of your posters have been fucking phenomenal.
Thank you.
For all of the movies that, I mean, like, I've seen. There, when, like, even when I sat with you for, was it Paris, Texas?
Paris, Texas.
That poster you did, because I had never seen Paris, Texas until that night that we went and saw it, which was really, really beautiful. And your poster was incredible. And, like, so you sold out that night of all your posters,
I
right?
think so. Yeah.
You did. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was that? Was that a few months ago?
That was November of last year, Edie.
It's fine.
Uh-huh.
Was that November?
Yeah,
It's fine.
Because the screening was in November. Because I was like, okay, I got like a week to paint this thing. Let's get it done.
You remember the crunch time very
Oh
well.
man. But yeah, the opportunity to see movies.
Yeah.
But also like the scholarship of like the presenters. Like at Landmark, they would always have a presenter before those like special Tuesday night
Yeah.
screenings. A lot of Emory faculty. But then like Jordan Cady from Videodrome has done
Yes.
some presentations before, stuff like the cook, the thief, his wife, and her lover. I mean, like, she's really got a grip on like film history, art history. She's a really talented artist too. And they just made Reptilia, I believe. Shout out Reptilia.
Shout out Reptilia. Shout out Morgan Bowling. Shout out Ian. Ian
Deaton.
I always say Diatonian, and I just want to make him more regal than he is. No, did you know he did the podcast? Or sorry, he did the theme song for the podcast.
Oh.
Him and Thomas. Yeah, no, really, they do all the music for everything I do because I'm such a big fan of theirs. Yeah, no. Shout out Reptilia.
Yeah. And I mean, also, I mean, Greg Bishop will occasionally do some presentations before films too. Like on Inauguration Day this year, they showed Salo by Pasolini.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Pasolini. R.I.P. America.
I was referring to America, but yeah.
Okay. R.I.P. everybody.
Yeah, that wraps it up.
Yeah, and we're done.
We're done here.
But yeah, and he framed it. And I mean, it's nice to go into those things with like some kind of historical context.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, the movies, and then also, I mean, there's also just so much really great food in this city.
Oh yeah,
like
100%. I know we've been meaning to go to Buford Highway.
Oh yeah,
I know.
But you know, life is life.
Life is life, and life keeps lifing.
January, February, pretty dead for me. So
yeah, great. Let's go.
Okay. But I was actually talking to Catherine at the Plaza last night about, because she was having kava, and I was like, "What is that?" She was like, "It's a Mediterranean place." I was like, "Oh, have you ever been to Mediterranean Grill?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "How long have you lived in Atlanta?" And she was like, 6 years. I was like, "Oh, well, you know."
You don't know.
I was like, I don't really have a big place to talk because I've lived here for 18 years, and only in the last 2.5-ish years I've started like
branching
regularly
out.
Going to Buford Highway.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
But it's, I mean, but man, it's had such an effect on my cooking.
Listeners, so if you're not in
yeah.
Atlanta and you're not aware of what Buford Highway is a stretch of kind of like
highway.
It is highway, but it's also not highway. You know?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So like the regular thing that you would think a highway would be, but it's a very long stretch of 4 to 6 lanes of just amazing different international cuisine, like supermarkets and like I don't even know. Am I like explaining it right?
Yeah, I mean it's just tons of
just
like,
a bevy of beautiful food.
Taquerias,
Yeah.
Vietnamese food, like there's like that shaking crab place and that really funky looking.
It looks like an
retro
alien spaceship.
Yeah.
That place.
Uh,
There's a lot of different. Yeah, there's just so many different kinds of cuisine along that very, very long strip.
Plaza Fiesta. There's like that
God, I
Chinese
forgot.
like grocery market
Yeah,
place.
and then
There's
Buford Highway Farmers Market, which
Farmers
is
Market.
has so many different international cuisines and like vegetables, like things of that nature, like a farmers market, but with so many different kinds of international things to it.
Like if you've ever been in a super Walmart, the grocery section in a super Walmart is roughly the same size as just the produce section in Buford Highway Farmers Market.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like I took my mom there back in January, and she was like, "Oh." I mean, Mom doesn't cuss, but I'm sure interiorly she was like, "Holy fuck!"
Never, she would never.
No. Yeah. So just all the really good food.
Yeah.
Also, shout out my friend Goody Cooks on Instagram, who's
Shout
a really
out,
talented
follow.
chef. Who I've been to Buford Highway several times. I think my first trip to Buford Highway Farmers Market was with Goody.
Oh, really?
And she was just kind of showing me like, because she's very well versed in like Japanese and Korean cooking.
Oh, cool.
And so yeah, I mean, and she can read. She like speaks Japanese.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think she might also read Korean, but she was just like breaking down like all the stuff, you know, and yeah, I mean that place is
insane,
unbeatable.
I know. I remember one of my first like specific memories of going to Buford Highway.
Buford Highway Farmers Market.
I know one of my very specific earlier memories of going to Buford Highway Farmers Market was, I think I had just gotten back from Amsterdam for the first time, and I was looking for. There's a very specific Dutch mayonnaise that I was looking for, because mayonnaise is different over in the Netherlands. It's like slightly sweeter, and people use it for like fries and like burgers and things like that. And I remember going to the Dutch section of that grocery store looking for this very specific I can see it in my head right now. It's like a yellow label. Don't remember what it's called, but I remember seeing it visually because I was just so sick. I was so homesick for a place that I had been in for like a month. And I was living there. I lived there for like a month when I was 17, teaching theater to Dutch students. And it became like a regular thing for us to all go get like fries and mayo. And I was just longing for that feeling of like being with my people who I ended up considering family, and I still do to this day. And I was able to find it at Buford Highway Farmers Market.
Yeah.
And it was just, I miss it. I miss being in Amsterdam, but I also just miss being able to regularly go to Buford Highway Farmers Market. I just don't have the time anymore. And like same with H Mart. Like I'm really lucky that I live in this area now, because there's an H Mart in Riverdale, which is 10 to 15 minutes south of here.
Yeah.
And most H Marts are like up in Duluth or Chambly, which is easily like 30-40 minute drive from where I live.
Yeah.
Very lucky that there's one in Riverdale. Smaller, but still H Mart. H Mart, for our listeners, H Mart is a Asian grocery store. Would you say Asian?
I think Korean in origin.
Korean? Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, there's the very famous book, Crying in H Mart by
That's right.
Michelle Zauner, which is, she's referencing crying. I mean, I guess, yeah, that makes sense because she's half Korean. That makes sense. I learn something new every day.
Shout out H Mart.
Shout out H Mart.
Shout out Japanese breakfast.
Shout out crying.
Shout out H Mart.
Have you read that book? It's really, really good. I connected with a good friend of mine, Chad Miller from the band Michael Sarah Palin, who I've actually interviewed for this podcast.
Oh yeah, I did the back of their album.
You
before.
did do the back of their album. No,
Yeah.
Chad's like one of my best friends. So his podcast was the longest one I had recorded until a few days ago, which I'm not going to talk about how long that one is. But him and I immediately bonded over listening to Japanese Breakfast, and also when he went out on tour, I let him borrow my copy of Crying in H Mart, and we both have dealt with similar mom getting cancer in our early life, and so Michelle Zauner's book is a lot about that and how she dealt with it and coped with it, and also, started Japanese Breakfast partially to deal with feelings of, her mom's death. It's a really great book. If you have parental trauma, you might enjoy. She also spent all of 2020. I can't remember if it's 20. It had to have been 2024. She spent all of 2024 in Korea learning Korean and like the language, and for fodder for her next book, which I'm really excited about.
Cool.
She hasn't started. I don't know if she started writing it yet, but that was the reason why she spent that entire year over there.
Huh.
Yeah, really good book. If we could go back to Landmark Midtown Art Cinema for just 1 second. You see that poster right there for the film We Live in Time, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Okay. So that movie I was really, really excited for a very long time, because Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh are two of my favorite actors in the entire world. Mm-hmm. We Live in Time was only playing at Midtown Art Cinema for a very limited amount of time. It didn't really get great, not press reviews, but like it didn't really get great critic reviews. And the reason why it kind of ties into the Crying in H Mart thing is because Florence Pugh's character unfortunately does get cancer. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry, this movie's been out for a bit. But I went and saw it by myself at Midtown Art Cinema, and I went back like a month or so later, and in the lobby they had the mop bucket in a very, like, that corner, not even corner, the middle part from the exit and enter. There's like where the box office is, the back part of the box office. Yeah. The mop bucket was sitting right there, and rolled up in the mop bucket did not have any mop water in it, but rolled up was that poster. And so the poster for We Live in Time, the movie poster, it's beautiful. It has Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh on it. I love looking at that. It's in my hallway going into my room in my house. But it was rolled up sitting in that mop bucket, and there were a couple other posters in there. And I asked the concession attendant if I could have it, and he was like, I guess. And I got to keep that because I just asked for it at Landmark Midtown Art Cinema. And it's one of my most prized possessions.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And then if you look even further into my hallway, yeah, so Ashley's laughing at, so one of the cool things about the Plaza, when I was in high school, they showed a screening of Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, who he wrote the screenplay, wrote the book that the movie's based on, and he directed it. And I have a signed poster from that screening. I got to ask him a question, and he was really, really nice during, like, the little Q&A thing. And I got him to sign that. But one of the people on the poster, Ezra Miller, has, in recent years, not become a favorable character and is kind of a piece of shit. So I took one of Ashley's stickers, actually, of Mega Mane, which is Gucci Mane, as Mega Man. It's great. It's a great sticker. I'll link it in my bio. Link it in the bio, whatever. And I've taken one of those stickers and I've put it over Ezra Miller's face. So it's just Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and Mega Mane on that poster. It's very funny. It does make me laugh every single time I walk past it. But I think we've come to the point in our show.
Oh, man.
Where I ask you... So every episode I ask my guest to bring an object that helps explain why they are the way they are. This is one of the things that Ashley had in his hands when you came into my house. But it is covered. It's been covered this whole time.
Yeah.
It's covered in a Blick art materials bag, like a plastic bag. So I'm going to close my eyes. And the way it works is I'm going to close my eyes, and then you're going to hand me the object, and I'm going to describe it through my own words, and then you're going to tell me why I'm wrong.
Okay. And then...
Or wrong in the sense of what it means to you. Yeah.
Watch out for your beverages.
Okay, all of my 12... actually, in all actuality, 4 beverages. I'll move them over here.
She's fortifying herself with a sip of Coca-Cola.
Uh-huh. All right.
All right. Her eyes are
my
closed.
eyes are closed. Oh, God. You're going to put it in my hands?
I'm going to take it out of the bag.
Oh, okay. It's not going to bite me, is it?
No.
Well.
All right.
This is fun. Ashley just reached out and, like, pinched my hand. Oh, God. Okay.
All right.
Oh, God. Okay, it's a little bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. It's big. Okay. So, my eyes are still closed, right, Ashley?
Yeah, they are still closed.
Oh, okay. So, I'm assuming that it is a sketch pad of some kind.
Yeah.
Because I can feel the what is this called?
The wire, probably the wire's binding.
Binding of sketch pad, but my eyes are still closed. I'm going to open my eyes now.
Okay.
Because it's very large. I would say...
Wait.
What?
Let me get my camera out so I can get your reaction.
Camera?
Okay.
Oh, God, okay. Are you going to record a video, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
But what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, it's, like, about as, like, as big as my forearm. Is this my forearm? Mm-hmm. And it's, so, like, as big as that dildo we were talking about earlier.
It's 1 by 0.75 dildos.
Great. Love that.
So it's probably like a 16 by 20 inch.
Sure.
Something like that.
All right, I'm going to open my eyes.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me get the video going.
Oh my God! I was wondering if this was going to be your object. Okay, so Ashley talked about the sketch pad earlier that he always has. And is this your first one?
My first sketch pad.
Oh my God! Can I open it? Can I
Yeah.
look at it? I always love looking at Ashley's. Oh my God! These are so good! Okay, so on the first page, it says Ashley Anderson with an exclamation point at the top left corner.
My sister wrote that.
And there's also a heart.
It's very high school.
Very high school. There's a candlestick, which actually my eye is drawn to that because it's the only thing in pen on this piece of paper. But it's like a bunch of daggers, a diamond, a bomb, another heart, a sword, a devil guy.
Well, so that's me playing The Legend of Zelda and pausing it and drawing the different creatures.
That's hilarious.
So like that's an Octorok. That thing that looks like a flower with square petals is what's called a pea hat.
Sure.
And
What's this? Is that the shield?
Let me see. Yeah, Master Shield.
Key.
Key.
Oh my god, this is great. And then there's 8, the number 8.
Good number.
Good number. Oh my god. I was wondering, because I also want to talk a little bit about your sketchbook in a second, and how I have something from that sketchbook tattooed on my body.
Oh, yeah.
Because I loved it so much. I can't believe I hadn't talked about that yet. These are cool. Oh my god! Every time I see Ashley, I always look through your sketchbook. Like, I can't stress that enough. I love this.
Well, let's see. Yeah, so that's... let's see, when did Dick Tracy come out? So that was the Warren Beatty Dick Tracy movie that Disney put out in the 80s.
Yeah, because it's labeled as DT2.
Oh, Lord.
Amazing.
I'm
just like looking at, this is probably on the other side, on the other page, it says Disney's DuckTales. Ooh.
Ooh.
And is that the Black Widow spider?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Now,
out of this world of my. Yep, sure.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like and there's a Saw.
Yeah.
You've been drawing Saws forever, and Batman logo.
So Dick Tracy came out in 1990,
Okay.
but some of this, I think with this sketch pad, I probably went back to it like years later and like would draw in like empty spots.
Batman!
Yeah, Batman. Hey,
Batman, damn, Batman's got some abs on him.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
I love how his abs are bigger than like the Batman emblem on his chest. I get it.
He's Ab-Man.
He's Ab-Man! And then Ghostbusters, of course. I'm sorry, listeners, that I'm just gonna keep going through Ashley's sketchbook. Who's this? Is that Dick Tracy?
That is a screaming man.
With a large mustache.
And a small machine gun underneath him, which I think I copied from the Metal Gear ad on the back of a Marvel comic.
Great. Okay, we got Mario.
And that.
And then Marvin the Martian with an X through him.
Yeah.
And Bowser, Koopas, Turtles. Power of Love. Aww. Like Huey Lewis.
Yeah. So that's my sister drawing.
Oh, well.
Shout out Joy.
Shout out Joy. Odd half. Or add half.
I think add half.
ADD, yeah. Count. Draw. Count. This is a pleasure to be able to see all of an egg.
Love a good fried egg.
Mm-hmm. A dragon on the other side. Wow, these are...
X-Wing.
Oh, I know what that is. Don't worry.
It's an X-Wing, actually. Do you have Star Wars, bro?
Oh, don't even talk to me about Star Wars. Oh, that's really good. I like the, on the wings, the little, like, stars.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really nice touch, actually. If I didn't already have one thing of yours tattooed on my body, I would get that tattooed. Oh, wow. And then a dragon and a ghost. And a castle?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. If I was a knight, that's what I would look like.
Sir Scribbles.
Yeah, Sir Scribbles. Yin and yang. I'm not going to take up too much more time. I can look at this off camera because I think I've spent 5 minutes looking at this. But, man.
You hit the menagerie.
Oh, wow.
Look at that hawk.
It looks like if you, I don't know why this is the first thing that comes to mind, but it looks like if you... I'm going to laugh at my own joke. If you mixed a hawk with a gorilla...
Okay.
With the arms...
Yeah.
And the legs... And then that looks like just an angry snake. And at first it looked like a nose. Like the little pointy nose. And then the angriest turtle I've ever seen.
Just man.
Just man.
Just man.
Wow, these are great. Oh.
One of the
the...
alien bones. Alien, but it says Alan. With one L.
one of the Allen bones. Is that Mario as a taxi cab driver?
That's from Beetle Bailey.
Oh, I'm half right.
Okay, so here's a weird thing about these sketch pads. Like when I was little, if I was drawing something off the top of my head, it's pretty wonky.
Yeah.
But if I copy something from sight, it's pretty spot
damn
on.
good. Yeah. I really like this shark.
Oh yeah. Two whales.
Oh.
Whale.
Oh wow. Okay. Mario, another Mario level. Wow.
That's your new back piece.
is this entire Mario scene. Yeah. Super Mario Bros. I.
1.
I.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, aye.
Aye, aye, Captain. These are so good. Is this your sister?
Yeah.
I love Chris
Turner.
Ooh. And then Kay Anderson loves C. Turner. C.C. Turner? C.C. Turner, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Chris. I love Chris Turner. Cheetah. Great.
I'm not sure what that's about.
Maybe she really liked the Cheetah Girls? Maybe, I don't know. KJANCCT. Wow. I wish I had half as much love in my heart as your sister does for Chris Turner. Oh, God. Oh, wow. These are beautiful. I love Hawks and Eagles. That looks like a hawk with a basketball jersey on.
Flexing.
Flexing, yeah.
I've made that into a shirt recently.
That's why that looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Mario. And wow, I'm nearing the end of the sketchbook. Sorry, this jump scare. Is this your sister?
No. It might be Boy George, honestly.
No, I meant did your sister draw it?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, I know what Boy George looks like. Walt Disney and the Mickey Mouse Gang. I like the curliness.
Like a bomber plane over the top.
Listen, I wasn't going to bring in the bomber plane.
Oh.
And then on the other opposite page, there's it looks like Boy George.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in marker, which a lot of these drawings were in pencil or like pen.
Yeah. And
this is very, very... The jump scare was just... The eyelashes are very detailed, which I am very appreciative of, but they're just they're brown instead of black.
Yeah.
And it just scared me for a second.
It's very much like the artwork for the Tom Tom Club album.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's a pretty solid drawing.
No, yeah. It says Flower Power with really cute bubble letters and a flower in the middle. And then on the other side, Ghostbusters 2. I gotta stop looking at this. And then a gun underneath. And then a plane. That's from Mario?
Oh, no, that's just an old World War II plane when they would paint, like, the shark teeth on the side.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna hand this back to you.
Okay.
This is beautiful. Oh. William Ashley Anderson. Ashley. That's so good.
So, let's see. If this was my first sketch pad, so maybe when I was like 5 or 6, that makes this sketch pad 37 years old.
Wow.
How old are you, Edie?
Not 37 years old. That sketch pad's older than I am. That's wild.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me that.
Yeah.
You know how much I love your sketch pads. Speaking of, can I see your sketch pad? Your other one? Your current one? So, last year, I ran into Ashley. Was it at Homegrown? Probably. Or we had breakfast at Homegrown or something.
Yeah.
And I was looking through your sketch pad because, I always forget that my company stickers are on your sketch pad of when we did the Murder on Cape Melancholy when we were shopping around that pilot. Oh, wow.
R.I.P. Grandmama.
R.I.P. Anyway, and then I think the Trash Mouth logo, is on the back. Who's Kyle Lewis?
Someone who gave me a sticker with their name on it.
It says one of the stickers on Ashley's book it says Kyle Lewis is a boring name, and he's not wrong. But anyway, so one of the first. Oh wow, I love that banana sticker.
Shout out Emma Livergood.
Ooh.
Snail Gravy on Instagram.
Snail Gravy? That's so good. So I saw, I might be, one of the first sketches I saw in Ashley's current sketchbook was a saw. Going back to chainsaw, I'm trying to find it in here. There it is!
There it is.
So it was a picture of a saw, but the saw part was a fish, and he called it a seesaw. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. That a year and a half later, maybe just a year later, maybe some year and some change, I got it tattooed on my body. Have you seen it in person?
I don't know if I have. Amazing.
It's on my left forearm, facing away from me, so it's like a seesaw. But we should take a picture side by side because we made it a little bit bigger than yours, so you could see the scales. But yeah,
that looks great.
Ruby, shout out Ruby tattoo. She does all my arm pieces. She also did my mushrooms right here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are great.
I know it was based off of a mushroom can,
yes.
which is over there, which I'll show you later. But yeah. So I got the seesaw tattooed on me. I just love looking at all. So I'm not gonna spend the rest of the time looking at your. Oh wow! Oh, tulips. Oh, that's cool. I just opened to a random part of Ashley's notebook. That kind of looks like me, and it's not. It is a.
It's my friend Hannah putting a sticker on her truck so hard that it's exploding.
That in a suit, which we love, but there was a cowboy boot with tulips coming out of it that I immediately drew my eye because tulips are my favorite flower. But also this frog right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good sticker. I'm not gonna reveal some of these drawings because I know that some of these would be amazing stickers and you might make them. Bruh.
Broccoli horse.
Broccoli horse.
Bruh.
God damn it. Okay. But yes, every time I see you, you have a sketch book out or a sketch pad with you.
Yep.
And it's always just so nice.
Keep the net.
Yep.
Keep it open.
Keep it open.
Mm-hmm. Ideas are like fish.
One of my other favorite pictures in there is of David Lynch.
As a fish?
As a fish, yep.
Yeah, that's coming soon as a shirt.
Yeah.
I keep getting sidetracked by other stuff, but
oh my god,
I'm gonna make that into a shirt.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I know exactly the person I'm gonna buy it for.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe like a brown ink on like this kind of off, like natural.
Ooh, yeah. No, that looked great.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ashley.
Yes.
I have like two more questions and then
Okay.
we'll be done, I promise. So one, what is something that's brought you joy this week? I know.
This week. Well, let's see.
No pressure.
I got two pretty solid things. So I had some markets outside this past weekend. It was fucking cold as shit.
Yep.
So one of the things that got me through those days was the idea of I'm going to crawl in my car and blast the heat, and it's going to feel incredible.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then I went to a pop-up by a group called Mighty Hans at Breaker Breaker. It's called Double Dragon. It's all like they're spent on like takeout Chinese, and had an incredible succulent Chinese meal.
Why succulent?
You know, a succulent Chinese meal.
Oh my god! Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
And it was fantastic. So they're doing that every Monday in December at Breaker Breaker.
At Breaker Breaker?
It was great.
Ooh. Okay.
I got the poo-poo platter. Had crab rangoon that actually had crab in it for the first time.
What? I'm gonna have to go there.
Them rangoons were crabby. They were good.
They were real crabby.
They were real crabby. Incredible.
Incredible. Also, another thing about Ashley is that Ashley usually comes up with the best puns that I've ever heard in my entire life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, world. Am I the only one that you say the puns to? Please, no.
No.
Good.
So when I lived at the Metropolitan, when I was living on the sly at the Metropolitan, with like 5 other people,
Sure.
2 of my roommates, Chris and Shay, hate puns, and I compare it to when someone comes to your house that doesn't like cats, and your cat is just me like
All up
just
on
like,
that person.
Yeah, that's how I am with people who don't like puns.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not even like any kind of a conscious thing, but it's just like the best ones come out when I'm around them.
Oh yeah, I know.
They just come just flying out, man.
I know.
Like what was it? There was I went to the screening of Society. Yeah, this like 80s horror movie at the Plaza a few weeks ago, and that's right. We were talking about like when like an animal or when people eat like eat things that aren't food, you know,
Sure.
pica.
But
they were calling it pica. I was like, yeah, like, and you know what happened? You know what they call it when you when you use your teeth, when you got pica, it's called Pikachu. And then I was like, but then like, you know what they call it when like a man has pica? It's pica de gallo. And yeah, Chris had much the same sigh as you just had.
Yeah.
So.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone else rain on your parade. But I usually just, if you send me a pun over Instagram or like whatever, I usually just send the tomato emoji of me throwing rotten vegetables at you, which is a practice I think we should bring back. Or I just say boo, which I know just fuels you more.
Yeah. I do think maybe the most frequent and like evident expression of my own madness during the pandemic was the amount of puns that I responded to people's stories with.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
Also, wait, before we like leave, can we talk about how we met?
Oh,
because
yeah.
we did not talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to...
Lore Corner.
Lore Corner! Because I usually talk about how I know the people I interview, but like, I completely forgot to do that part of this.
Yeah. So, didn't you say you saw me at Fellini's when I worked there?
I did.
So we had kind of a sliding doors moment
Yeah.
for a while there.
Because like, you worked at King of Pops, then you left, and then I started working at King of Pops, and during that bit... I was a frequenter of Fellini's because my mom had like a lot of weird chemo cravings, and pizza was one of them. So
Okay. Yep.
So I would go to the Fellini's that you worked at a lot.
Yep. Yeah.
And Fellini's, for anyone that doesn't know, listening, Fellini's is a very popular, really good pizza place in Atlanta. It's like probably my favorite one right now.
Opened the year I was born.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Fellini's.
Fellini's.
But how
we actually met.
How we actually met.
So, when was this? This was like 2021, I think.
Probably, yeah.
My friend Melody, shout out Melody Thomas. Shout out Familiar
Thomas.
Face Records.
Yep.
She was at a Buc-ee's.
And for people that don't know, Buc-ee's is a large chain of gas stations that is usually in the southeast, southwest, like lower portions of the United States, starting in Texas.
Yep.
Huge gas station. Basically a Cracker Barrel store mixed with a Walmart mixed with a gas station.
What I like to describe it as where people who say nothing but bad things about China go to buy shit that was made exclusively in China.
Oh, yeah, fair. That's, perfect.
Yeah.
It's a huge gas station, essentially. Go ahead. So she was at a Buc-ee's.
She was at a Buc-ee's, and she posted, like, I guess like a picture of like the logo on the outside of the building.
And their logo is a beaver, and they have a beaver statue at every single one of their locations.
And I had just woken up that morning, and maybe it's kind of the whole like, Paul McCartney wrote the song Yesterday. He woke up and literally just like the song had like appeared to him in his sleep.
Sure.
And he just wrote it as soon as he woke up. I woke up and saw my friend's Instagram story about being at Buc-ee's, and I grabbed an envelope and just drew the Buc-ee's logo, and then in the Buc-ee's font I wrote "Nuck If You Buck," which is a reference to a song by the Atlanta rap group Crime Mob.
Yep.
Which is about going to the club to get in fights specifically. And I sent that to Melody, and she was like, "Holy shit, that is hilarious. You've got to do something with that."
Yep.
So, I don't know, after maybe like a few weeks or a month or so later, I made a sticker where it was the Buc-ee's beaver, but he was wearing an Atlanta Braves like A hat. He had a gold tooth, and he was saying "Hey," and then I wrote "Nuck If You Buck," and just made some stickers on a lark.
Yep.
And as will happen sometimes, you never know what's going to stick. Sidebar, I've had so many things that I've just sort of like, I've had things I've worked years on that no one cares about, and then I'll just like literally like trip and fall into some stupid ass idea that I just fart out in like a matter of minutes, and it pays my rent for like ever.
Yeah.
This was one of those.
Yeah.
Because
it's a very popular sticker in Atlanta. I see it
the time. I still get asked about it.
Yeah.
And
it's a very popular bumper sticker people love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made that sticker, and then when I posted it, then a bunch of people started saying, "Oh my God, you know Edie Tingle, right?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
And I feel like I'd seen your name.
Sure, yeah.
But I was like, I don't know who this is. And people were like, "Oh, Edie would love this. You've got to meet Edie. Edie would love this. You've got to meet Edie." And
to the point where it was like getting annoying, probably.
Yeah, I can't. Did I contact you or you contact me?
I think what happened was I messaged you because so many people were sending me your sticker. And they were like, it was the same thing of like, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Because there was a point in time where everyone associated me with the Buc-ee's gas station because I am a collector of regional gas station memorabilia, which is something silly about me. But Buc-ee's was one of the ones I was going to a lot during that time, and so I would post a lot about the memorabilia. I'm not necessarily like the biggest fan of Buc-ee's and their practices anymore, so I've distanced myself from my stepson, Bucky. And so people were just sending me this sticker of like, oh my god. And then I kept seeing it on people's cars in Atlanta, which was very funny. And then I think I messaged you and I was like, hey, I think we should be friends or something like that, because I think I looked at your work and I was like, wow, this guy's great. I think it's hilarious that he is well known for this Nuck If You Buck sticker because you have so many other things that you do. And like, I think there was it was a watercolor of someone, but I don't remember who it was.
Okay.
It may have been David Bowie, but I don't know. I do have one of those prints of yours around my house somewhere, but I think it may have been, I want to say it was Bowie, but it may have been an earlier work of yours that I saw that I was like, oh, this guy's amazing. And I don't remember what it was.
Was Bowie wearing a blue suit?
Yeah.
That's when he was on Soul Train.
Yeah, no, I remember. I know. I remember that performance, but I wasn't sure if that was...
That was in 2021. That was like January.
Okay, well then that was the print that I saw that I was like, oh, huge fan.
Yeah.
And then I think we met at a market or something.
Yeah, I said I'll be at this GVG market. I'm pretty sure it was the
Shout out
Dairies.
Georgia Vintage Goods.
Shout out Mike and Cece.
Yes.
And that whole ass crew. Like, they are the best.
They do so much for Atlanta.
Man.
Like, God,
They really make you realize when you work with other people whether or not they are doing as good of a job as like GVG.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure it was the Dairies Market.
Probably.
And I was like, yeah, I'll be at this one. So just, come on by.
And I lived right near there at that point, so I walked over.
And I remember you walked into my tent and you were like, Ashley? And I was like, Edie? Which I don't know that was the beginning of another trope that we have.
Oh, yeah, we do.
I'll be like, Edie? Edie Tingle?
Whenever I see you, I have to beg you to not yell my name so loudly wherever we are, but you do anyway.
I do that meme of the lady like squatting and like squinting her eyes, like trying to see something from a distance.
And you say,
Edie?
It's so loud. And then,
Edie Tingle?
There we go. And so we do that each other. But if I ever see you first, I come up to you and I so loudly say, Ashley? Ashley Anderson? My voice gets higher every single time. But yeah, that is how we met. And then, it's just been a whirlwind friendship ever since.
Yeah.
Of running into each other at markets or like running into each other in the wild.
Feeding you spaghetti when you broke your arm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one.
Painting the swamp castle for you.
Oh my god, yes. So when I was living near the Dairies, I commissioned Ashley to make a piece of art that my roommates at the time and I affectionately named our house the Swamp Castle because we lived right next to a bog, not even joking. And then sadly, I had to move out of that house because my dad had his accident and had to move down here, which is just a little bit further in the city. But then you painted me a beautiful piece of work that said Swamp Castle on it. And the detail on this thing is fucking immaculate. Like, I will include a picture in the carousel that we do for this episode, but it is insane. I just told you, like, some basic colors I think that I wanted.
It's like purple, green, and like kind of a warm yellow.
Yeah, which are my three favorite colors, which I describe as elderberry purple, ochre, and olive green. And it still hangs in my house to this day, but it was just so beautiful. Detailed. And I actually gave you a half circle canvas to paint it on, and that was it, and it was amazing, and I do love it to this day. It hangs on my dad's Actually, I think it hangs on my bathroom door. My
Nice.
guest bathroom door. But yeah. Wow. I can't believe we almost forgot to put that in.
Yeah, so much lore.
I know. So much lore. Do you have any parting remarks?
Wait, was there any other questions?
Well, there is another question, but anything else you want to say? You want to mention?
I don't think I'm very good at that.
That's okay.
I don't know. Hug your mom and dad.
Oh, God, you're going to make me cry.
I'm about to start crying just saying that.
Ugh. Okay, so my last question is, if someone wanted to like follow you or like see any of your wares on the internet, like your stickers, and I will say that most of my water bottles have at least one sticker of Ashley's on them, and I always buy the Mega Main stickers whenever I see you at a market because everyone always asks me where I got my Mega Main sticker, and I give them away a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where can they follow you?
I'm on Instagram as Press Start to Begin, and my website, which I haven't updated since 2023,
Sure.
is pressstarttobegin.net, but that's still about 19 years of work on there that you
Yeah,
can
of
kind of
course.
sift through.
Etsy?
Oh
Are you
yeah,
on Etsy at all?
Press Start to Begin on Etsy.
So across most platforms, your Press Start to Begin?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess the easiest way, if you don't want to type Press Start to Begin a bunch, find me on Instagram, and I've got a link tree that'll take you to my Etsy, my website. Probably the easiest thing.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, if you're looking for me in person and you don't have ill intentions,
Go find them at a market.
yeah, GVG, I'm out there.
GVG?
I love Manuel's. I love the Plaza. Shout out Manuel's Tavern.
Yeah.
Shout out Manuel Maloof. Shout out the whole Maloof family.
Yeah.
And
Legends.
shout out Archer, the parking lot cat, who hangs out behind Manuel's. He's a sweet little
Yeah.
aloof bastard.
I was going to say shout out Dexter, R.I.P. The Cabbage Town
Cabbage
littlest
Town,
cat.
yeah.
Shout out cats.
Shout out cats.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a cat person. I
Yeah.
don't mind dogs though.
They're fine.
Yeah, they're okay. Shout out Penthus, the late Penthus. Penthus. What was Penthus's last name?
I don't know.
It's my friend Shay's dog. Passed away right before she moved to China. I did a painting of him for her.
Oh, that's very sweet.
It's a sweet dog. He was like part Shar-Pei, part something else.
Oh, wow. One of my childhood dogs was a part Shar-Pei, part Great Dane, part German Shepherd.
Wow.
It was a weird looking dog.
I know dogs had threesomes. That's crazy.
Well, half Great Dane, half German Shepherd was one parent, and then Shar-Pei was the other.
Sure.
Okay, yes. I'm not going to say what I was just about to say. All right. So anything else, Ashley?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can say bye.
Mind your business.